All right, so let's pick up here on letter B. Okay, again, it's important to understand where A, B, H, and K come into play. A is in front. The B is out in front, inside parentheses, inside the function. H is inside here. K is in the back. Again, I mean, this is tough. I know that it's not super easy to understand, but you're trying to take the notes. You're trying to make the progress on it. When we come together in class on Thursday and Friday, we will definitely be working on this. We got some busy days ahead of us, all right? But when you're working, you've got a chance of understanding. Please keep working. All right, so here we go. So we've got a 2 inside parentheses in front of some parentheses. That's your 1 over b value, okay? Now, remember, these act opposite. So I would have thought this was a stretch. No, it's the opposite. It's a compression. It's use a factor of a half. It's a reciprocal of this in here. All right, so let's come back to that. All right, so what is the rule for a cubic function is what you want to think. The rule is to go up 1 over 1 and go down 1, back 1. And we may have to change this because of the stretch or compression. All right, so the 2 inside is going to give us a horizontal compression factor of 1/2. Because again, it's a reciprocal situation. That's why they put it in here as a 1 over b. It's for you to think about it's the reciprocal of what's there, right? The 3 inside, that's an h. We need to know that h moves us left, right. Okay, so a plus 3 is going to move us left 3. And a plus 1 is going to move us up 1. All right, remember, we're going to do this first. That gets us a starting point. Okay, so I'm going to start by going left 1, 2, 3, and then up 1. So left 3 and up 1. That's going to be our starting point. Now, we've got to do this second. So now this is the part, this horizontal compression. So horizontal is side to side. Okay, side to side is over and back. We're not going to change the up and down. We're going to change the over and back by a factor of 1/2. So instead of going over 1, now we'll be going over 1/2. Instead of going back 1, we'll be going back 1/2. So here's what I'm saying. From this point, you're going to go up 1, because that's what the rule says, up 1. But now we're just going to go over 1/2 a unit. So up 1 over 1/2. And then we're going to go down 1, back 1/2, according to the rule that we've set up. And now if we do that, little half parabola up, little half parabola down, and we have it. We've graphed this function. Okay, again, it's pretty tough stuff, you guys. This is not easy by any stretch. Okay? No pun intended. Stretch and compression. Okay, enough of that. All right, so let's get on here to letter D. All right? So for this one here, there's no A in front. There's a 1 over b. There's an h. There's a k. I think you should start by writing out your rule. So your rule for an x cubed is to go up 1 over 1 and go down 1, back 1. Right? This half is going to be a horizontal. Now again, remember, it's a reciprocal situation. So instead of thinking of it as a half, you got to flip it over. You would be multiplying by 2. If I multiply by 2, does that make it bigger or does that make it smaller? That makes it bigger. So it's a horizontal stretch factor of 2. Okay, again, it's a reciprocal situation. Now, again, it's an opposite situation. So plus 2 here, this is my h, it's a right-left. Plus 2 actually moves us left 2. And minus 3 moves us down 3. Okay, remember, we're going to do that part first. And then we'll do this part second. Okay, so how do we do that? All right, here we go. So we start with moving left 2, 1, 2, and down 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we move left 2 and down 3. Okay, now our rule is to go up 1, over 1, down 1, back 1, but that's if we just have the regular y equals x cubed. But we can't do that. We've got to horizontally stretch it. Horizontal, side to side. Side to side is your over and back. How are you going to change your over and back? By a factor of 2. So go over 2, go back 2. We're going to change that by a factor of 2. And now you got your directions on how to make your graph. We're going to go up 1, over 2. We're going to go down 1, back 2. Half a parabola up, half a parabola down, and you got it. All right, I understand. I know this is not easy, and I know you're probably struggling a little bit with this video and the video before it. All right, so what we're going to do is when you come into class tomorrow or Thursday, we're going to talk, or sorry, Thursday or Friday, we're going to talk about how to, number one, take an equation, a picture, and find an equation. We're going to talk about how to, reviewing parabolas, use this method, and then we'll graph a few more here together, and I think by the end you'll have a much better idea. Okay, so again, the video will give you some insight up ahead. Hopefully you've taken the notes already. If you haven't, honestly, you can expect to struggle in class. If you haven't done the work out of class, you're going to definitely struggle. And I don't know what that means for you grade-wise. If you're striving for a high grade, again, make sure you're doing the work because I want to see you get that grade that you want. All right, so at this point, we're done with the pre-lesson videos from class. Go ahead and make sure you've got your notes ready when we meet together in class, either Thursday or Friday, and we will be off and ready to go. All right, see you guys next time.